So you're an adult, but your mom or your dad, or both of them, are seniors that are starting to get into the category of needing some help. So what is the role of an adult child in the elderly's need for help? So first thing that you need is to be a trusted communicator. What does that mean? Well, a trusted communicator is a communicator within the family. That means making sure that you're listening to brothers and sisters, that you're trying to find a neutral voice for the family and also for your parents to make sure that the lines of communication are solid there. Because oftentimes, as we know, in families, that can be a pretty tricky situation. The next thing is really understanding what your parents are looking for. What do your parents want? Just most everybody wants to stay in their home. I mean, I got to tell you, 99% of people want to stay in their home. But does that always make sense? But the first step is understanding what your parents want. That's going to be really important moving forward. The next step would be to mediate. Again, the role of a child, an adult child in a family that's starting to need care is you are going to have to communicate with others, and it might be mediating between a brother and a sister that don't get along. It might be mediating between a mom and a dad that don't see eye to eye. If there is a parent that wants to move and a parent that wants to stay home, that could be a real conflict. So it's your job to kind of be in between those two and really mediate the discussion, try to pull out what the best plan for everybody is, and looking at things like safety as kind of that key component moving forward. But you're going to want to lead discussions, and this brings me into number 4, is looking at the pros and cons of each type of care. If you look at in-home care, most of the time a family member is doing some of that in-home care. That can be very costly on that family member who's giving up maybe a portion of their income or their entire job somewhere else in order to provide this service. Have in-home care. In-home care would be a home care agency, a referral agency, private caregivers. Those are all the different options in terms of in-home care. What you're gonna want to do is make a list of, wow, how many hours do we need? What is our financial reality? What is our emotional state in all of this? If their wishes are to stay at home no matter what does that look like to a family member? What does that look like to the total cost of the situation? And does it leave holes in the care plan? Presenting risks that maybe your parents need to be at home at night and they're willing to take on that type of fall risk. Lastly, the role of the adult child is really to be an agent of change and also understand what that means. That means that uncertainty comes with change, stress and anxiety comes with change, overwhelm comes with change. And you need to kind of be that rock to be able to withstand some of that. One of the big problems when children, the adult children or an advocate does not get involved is that people push this off and procrastinate on care for a very long time, which results in injury. It could result in falls. It could result in undiagnosed problems, trips to the emergency room, crashes in the car. There's a whole bunch of things that this can result in when people just unplug from the situation. So kudos to you for watching this video, trying to figure out what your role is and following some of this. Now, depending on experts is where I come in. I can help you find a caregiver. I can find care homes, assisted living, independent living, and just be a good sounding board for you kind of coming down the line. So if you are looking for options to fill out that pros and cons list, or just trying to figure out, hey, what are the costs to all this? give me a call and we can go over some of that. All right? I'll talk to you soon.